right, hello my fellow book dragons. Single unboxing today. We have our Dark Academia box from OwlCrate. So, I'm going to put the spoiler card up. So, Boys with Sharp Teeth is the book for the Dark Academia box. And then flip it over, pause if you don't want to see the spoilers. And you can pause there and read the spoilers if you'd like. All right, let's get started with this. I'm excited for this box. Okay, this is fun. All right, first up is this walking journal, which I mean, I'm sorry, come on. All right, so the Tower walking journal. All right. And it is inspired by Babel, of course. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, so the preset on it is 000, so I'll change that later. But, okay, this, wow. So these are the journal pages. But it's a reusable journal. So you can put your own, if I can get it in there without making a mess. All right, there you go. So that is fun. Okay, OwlCrate, off to a great start. That, yeah, I'm excited for that. And then we got a box, and this is the Delashare Shakespeare Conservatory tea set. All right, so packaging on this is fantastic. Okay, so there's the, oh, it's got the skull on it. Okay, that's fun. All right. Come on. All right. Just pulling out to make sure there's nothing else in here. Okay, so this, honestly, super job on the packaging. And this is going to be a tea for one set. All right, okay, so far, wow. Oh, man. Okay, this is way cooler than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so you've got your clear tea, your tea strainer, and your tea lid, along with your teacup. Swords, crown, roses. Wow, that is just, and of course you got the Paraspora ad astra. Okay, wow, that is, fantastic. Wow. Okay. So far, knocking it out of the park here, OwlCrate. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. And, not to be outdone, from Riddle Tea Shop, which is very popular. Dead Poet Society. Carpe Diem tea. So this was inspired by the Dead Poet Society. Okay, see, now this is just, wow. So far, just loving this. All right, so, and then we've got the Charlemagne series. It says pin set. So I don't know if it's just the pin. Let's pull out a little notebook here. Okay, what do we got going on here? Ah. Okay, so it had a little rubber tip on it so it didn't leak. All right, so it works. And it doesn't have an arm on it, so, I mean, it'll slide right through. And that won't fit in there. So, this is inspired by Charlemagne's, which I like the book set, so. Yeah, that won't quite fit. I wish they had worked it out so one worked with the other. Not so much on that, so. All right, now it says pin set. I'm assuming set is the sleeve and the pin. I hate when they do that because I'm like, okay, is there another one? But, all right, so. We've got the Dorian Gray folding hand mirror. So it's got the, I guess I'd gothic, and then it folds so you can stand it up. So not much of a mirror person, so I mean it's nice. Okay. Packaging on this is a little wonky, but okay. So let's get this out of the way actually, and then let's see what else we've got. All right, this is the Hampton College Classics Department. I like it. It's a stand-up tote. Okay. That's not your typical tote bag, and it's got leatherette straps. All right. That's interesting. Okay, and so let's see here. This was inspired by The Secret History. And let's see. So, let's put on that. And then Boys with Sharp Teeth. All right, let's read about the book. I think that's everything. Okay. So overall, I like this box. So this is a We Were Liars meets the Raven Boys in this decadent dark academy debut about revenge, desire, and the sinister secrets that lurk amidst the students of an exclusive or elusive. Let's try this again. I am having trouble reading today. Okay. So, in this decadent dark academy debut about revenge, desire, and the sinister secrets that lurk amidst the students of an elusive boarding school, something isn't right when Marin James's cousin is found deceased on the grounds of Huntsworth Academy. The mysterious circumstances that surround his death result in many unanswered questions. The school refuses to offer up any of its secrets, yet Marin knows that the blame lies with Adrian Hargraves and Henry Wu, the leaders of the school's social elite. Armed with her wits and her grief, she infiltrates the school in pursuit of justice. But when the lines between love and hate begin to blur, and when the boundaries between this world and the next begin to blur, reality begins to crumble, and Marin is running out of time. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and open this one. I typically do not open my plastic wrapped books to save their resale value in case something happens to me for my son. But I'm going to make an exception on this one because it's going to go on my Halloween shelf. So, all right. So we've got the end pages. Okay. Okay, see, now that is cool. All right. So, inbound author letter and signed, so both. All right, this may have just jumped up on my TBR. Okay, so very much a picture of Dorian Gray-esque. Okay, I like the art on this dust jacket versus the inside, but on the spine, I think I prefer this. All right, so wow, OwlCrate, 5 out of 5 on this. I'm very impressed. I think that should have been printed the other direction so that they all... So that's my only complaint about this. Yeah, the Dark Academia box is awesome. So, all right, that is it for my unboxings today, and I will see you guys at the next one.